When I get up to the top and I go here, do I just turn and hang on?
Again, that's because your backswing is slow. But when you have fast backswing, your body have good wind up,
Yeah.
that you don't have to worry about that.
I don't have
You
to
just
think.
wind up
hang
and
on.
then come back here.
Okay.
That's the idea of a fast backswing.
What I would do before, I'd get up here and just collapse. And he's like, don't do that, keep it more here. And then when it pulls through,
But so when you have enough fast motion here, oh, this is fairly heavy.
yeah,
And all the way here.
Yeah.
From there, simply change the direction and let it go.
Yeah.
And then let it go.
just let it go, don't even.
But
Okay.
if it's a slow and then also the backswing is not large enough, then you have all sorts of thoughts here.
Yeah, it's just swing the rope. The club's the rope.
This is a bit too heavy. So here, your swing weight is 443. It's fairly high.
Is that like a D, or is that we're talking static weight?
This should be a low D value, but we're actually measuring the actual value. So the mass is 322, and then MOI is 3100. So your club is heavier than typical. In terms of the swing weight, it's close to a men's club.
Yeah.
So when the swing weight is high, when the swing weight is high, that means you have more weight on the head side, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Then it's more difficult to control.
Oh,
If you are really strong, then this is okay.
have you not seen me?
But what happens is if the head side is too heavy, then it's hard to find the right timing.
Yeah.
And then the swing is dictated by the head weight. This is the standard weight, I think. Yeah, this one here. So either see if you can remove this weight and then swing.
Oh,
First, you should feel comfortable when you swing the club.
yeah.
If this is a bit too much to swing, this is actually quite heavy,
Yeah.
even to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, consider that. Yeah, sometimes people are increasing the swing weight too much,
Yeah.
so then it becomes out of control. Sometimes having actually a bit heavier shaft will be probably better in terms of weight balance.
Oh, so maybe if I put some lead tape here, it might counter
Try
that?
that, yeah. And swing, feel that one. How about that?
Yeah.
Versus this one here. This one has a fairly heavy head here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you have a heavier head, then it's
Yeah.
hard to control.
And I understand probably why, is because more weight here, you start getting torque and kick, and the head starts moving more.
But overall, the thing is, in terms of controlling the motion,
Yeah.
it's called the moment of inertia regulation. But if the end part, the end of the chain has
Yeah.
too much mass,
Yeah.
it's hard to control the overall motion.
But with that, the bat, when you talk about a heavy bat and a light bat, you're talking static weight. But if you're talking about a bat that's heavy out at the toe of the bat, harder to control than if it's more consistently lighter.
So one thing is how the mass is distributed
Yes.
along the shaft.
Yeah,
Another is what's the overall mass,
right.
and then the moment of inertia. But this one is paying too much attention to swing weight.
Yeah, yeah. So when this gets out of balance with the overall weight of the club,
Then
it's hard to.
you have this.
Yeah.
It's hard to find the right timing.
Yeah.
When you are strong enough, then you can force the club move with good timing.
Yeah,
But when you are not that strong,
yeah.
then you cannot really drag it fast here.
Have you heard of that shot?
Autoplex, yes.
Yes.
It's a Korean one.
Yeah, so it's like supposed to be the best, but you have to have the right weight of the head out there.
Currently,
So maybe that's.
Currently, as I feel, the head feels too heavy.
Yeah,
That means when you swing, you will have a problem in
Yeah.
controlling the
Totally,
club.
yeah.
Feel the motion of the club head, let it go. Yes. And then at the top, now I'm thinking, it has a heavy head here, and then you try to stop it here.
yeah,
then you have to put a lot of effort to do that.
Yeah.
So let it go a bit more. So, so that you can
Okay.
see the club head about
So
here.
don't stop it,
Yeah.
just let it go.
Don't fight.
Yeah.
Let it go. Part of the reason why your body opens early is because of the heavy head.
Oh,
What happens is that you cannot overcome it that easily.
yeah.
You tend to use body and then let it go.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was something from your motion, that was what I noticed early on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I asked you not to slide too much, but it could be because of the club. Yeah, particularly when you fight. When you fight, it's even more difficult, yes. Let it go. Yeah. Your body's opening early.
Yeah.
It's because of the club,
Yeah.
I think. So let's use this one here and see how it goes. It's a better balance than this one here. Yes, in terms of timing, this is better.
Better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that confirms my suspicion.
Yeah.
This one, the head is too heavy.
Yeah.
Then naturally,
I can feel it kind of lagging behind.
yeah.
It's like,
Because you cannot overcome it
Yeah.
easily. That's why you tend to move the body first and then try to bring this
Yeah.
down. Ready, go. Go. For the rope, the mass is equally distributed, so
yeah.
it's a bit
Oh,
easy
yeah,
to swing.
easier to swing.
But when you go to the club, depending on the club characteristics,
Yeah.
it can be very different.
Yeah.
But the first thing I felt with your club was, oh, the head is too heavy.
Yeah.
Particularly, women, if you cannot control the club that well,
Yeah.
and then use a heavier head, then it just changes your swing.
Yeah. So you're saying someone who is not a good player have a heavier head, but someone who is more of a player have a little bit of the lighter, so that the time.
In your case, if you use a bit lighter head
Yeah.
or better balance the club, speed will
Better.
increase because you can better control that.
Control it. Yeah.
Currently, you are losing the fight.
Yeah.
That's why you have to use the
I
fight.
like that. You're losing.
And then you have the tendency of holding the club really long, so holding the end of the grip, but sometimes holding it too long will slow down the club head.
What does that mean, holding it?
So this versus this here.
Oh,
So when you choke up a little bit, it's
Oh.
easier to swing. So actually, club head speed can be faster.
oh,
So you can only do this when you are strong enough to handle this,
yeah,
and then really benefit the long
yeah, yeah.
leverage
yeah.
here.
Yeah,
If not, it's better to choke up a little bit, and then make it a bit easier so that you can generate fast motion. With that.
you can also better with the shorter, how should I say it? If your timing is better, you can go out further. If your timing isn't as good, choke up on it a little bit.
So the question, the main thing is whether you can control the club well.
Yeah,
If you can control the club well, then that's okay.
Yeah.
If not, then it's better to have a bit shorter club. Yeah. Oh, this. So instead of going like this,
yeah,
actually go here, and at the end you're adding this motion here, wrist motion here.
yeah,
Then just to come down this way instead of coming this way. Come here and then use the pronation supination of the forearm.
yeah,
Then you will naturally have a good cocking and the cocking here. And this is the motion. So and then with that, as you swing back and forth, you're actually running the club head around the body instead of.
okay.
So club head centric perspective. Pay attention to the club head motion. Yes, that wrist motion is good. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yep, suddenly the motion looks a lot more comfortable because you allow this motion here,
Yeah.
the pronation supination here with that. So actually, instead of this flexion extension, or it's called the deviation.
Yeah.
But you have to use the pronation supination really well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's coming from the forearm here. Yes. Now the motion looks a lot more comfortable. Yes. Yes. Use the pronation supination and then throw. Yes. Yes. All right. The wrist motion is good, okay, but when the hands move too much,
Yeah.
then suddenly it becomes a burden on the wrist.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
then, by using the pronation supination,
Yeah.
you can make a smooth wrist motion.
Because I remember earlier you were saying, let it go, let it go. And I wasn't. And so by this, I can let it go.
Yes. Whoa, look at that. Yes. Yes. Now, at the top, also the posture makes a lot more sense here, because you go here and then come this way,
Yeah,
instead of doing this,
This.
or
yeah,
try to hold it here.
yeah,
Let it go and then let it go here. Then you can easily swing through.
yeah,
Then if you time the body motion with the club motion,
yeah.
then you will be able to promote fast
Yeah.
motion. Now, let's use your club and see how it goes.
Okay.
With that, the
If
pronation,
I can now work it.
with the pronation supination.
Yes.
Okay. We can swing back and forth just multiple times. Hold it in the middle of the grip. Yeah, a bit shorter.
Now?
Now you handle it a lot better.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the pronation supination
yeah,
here. Before you try to just drag it here.
yeah.
But now, because of this motion here, you are really promoting good curvature motion. Yes? Yes. So because of that, because of this pronation supination motion, even at the beginning of the backswing, up here,
It's starting to,
it's already on the plane and the motion is quite consistent.
yeah.
But
yeah.
if you go here and then try to pull it this way, or use the wrist incorrectly, then it goes away from the swing plane. But
Yeah.
let it go here and then come down this way, and then again flip here, let it go, let it go, let it go. So you maintain this good plane here. Yes. Swing, swing. Yes. Swing, swing. If the hands are not following the right path,
Yeah.
then you use your arms more.
Yeah,
But if you keep it a bit close to the body and then add the body turn easily, then the motion becomes more comfortable. And then a big motion is coming from the forearm here,
Forearms.
the pronation supination here. Use that one. But you
Yeah.
don't intentionally try to flip it, but
Right.
just let the head go and then just
let it
go easy and turn around this way,
Yeah.
and then go up and turn around like this.
So now do you think maybe this is okay if I do this properly?
If you
But
can handle,
still yeah,
if you can handle the club, then that's okay. To me, it's a bit too heavy,
Yeah,
even for
right.
me. No, instead
Well,
of
I
instead of
think-
cutting the club, then
maybe put a little tape here,
yeah,
lead tape?
yeah. When the mass is too much on the head side,
Yeah.
then it's wobbling like this.
Yeah.
So it's hard to control. Particularly junior girls,
Yeah,
they have this problem.
yeah,
The swing weight is too high, so they cannot control the club that well. In
Yeah.
that case, actually having a lighter club is better. So earlier you had a tendency of opening the body early,
yeah,
but now particularly with the introduction of the more active pronation supination
Yeah.
motion, suddenly it disappeared.
Yeah.
So the rhythm makes a big difference.
yeah,
And then you will feel easier swing.
Yeah.
The swing is easier, and also your body motion is better organized or
Yeah.
orchestrated.
yeah,
So that's why you feel a bit easier
Yeah.
and comfortable. But in the end, your club head speed will increase.